qualifies as the 20th degree of Taurus. So things could happen here. I'll do some astrocartography for you. But on Thursday, I expect that there's going to be some large happenings on this new moon. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, so the parts of the earth that you think don't move are going to move and do things. It's a little bit scary also. Here's Mars. You know, going through there, you're going to hit the south node early Thursday morning. That's just about breakfast time. The moon goes by the south node. Oh, we all need help. Then the new moon, and can we come together on this? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Mars is involved. The people are angry. Here we have the Sun and Mars opposing Saturn. Here's the sports guys, the guys in jail, all the young guys in their 20s. They're hating the judge and the authority and all that stuff. And Saturn could take a beating here. Maybe rightly so. Where do we ever get the idea that a judge should be a judge forever, all his life, doesn't have to retire, can't be recalled, can't be replaced? It's kind of nutty, you know. Don't tell me these judges are being appointed by the politicians who are ruining our country. So what goes on here? I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to be angry about it on Thursday. The moon's still in Taurus, and you're still feeling all this stuff right through Friday about the middle of the day. And then the moon finally hits Venus and goes into Gemini, and everything sweetens up and relaxes a little bit. A bunch of confusion here Friday night on May 20th with the square to Neptune. Don't drink. You'll lose your keys. You'll lose something. You know, this is alcohol is probably the worst drug of all the drugs. It just plain makes people stupid. Anyway, this is a bad time to do any alcohol. And you'll know it Friday night. I would stay home because there's people out there wandering around who don't know where they're going. Saturday's much better. On Saturday, whoop, there went a loud motorcycle. It proved the whole thing. What's he doing out there, insulting everybody with that noise? Well, Saturday there's some brotherhood around on May 11th. There's a sextile to Uranus, and everybody's been giving the brotherhood a bad time, but it works here. And the internet and the communication, and your mind might settle down, not be burdened by Plutonian thoughts of suicide or bombers. So we could get some peace here, kind of Buddhist sort of peace on Saturday morning, May 11th. Hope so. Gets a little bit better as you go through Saturday and you get closer to Sunday morning, because on Sunday morning, the 12th, the moon conjuncts Jupiter. There's lightning bolts of truth floating around. So I'm kind of liking this weekend, the 11th and 12th. This is also, by the way, when in Hawaii, Mother comes to visit. How I Met Your Mother. I'll put that data back on. On Monday, May 13th, it starts with lots of good Neptune. Oh, color, art, music, faith, and everything. And then blang, late Monday night, the 13th, here's the opposition to Pluto and the square to Uranus, and there's shaking and there's panic, and etc., etc. So, that's kind of the way it is in this horrible year of 2013. Shame to the age we live in. I agree with Ben Franklin. Shame to this age. Especially in the United States. Not one word of global warming. Oh no, let's argue about guns. Jeez. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Can't wake that cat up. It's a happy cat. Yep. Hope you get some happiness in this next week. The cat's name is Lima, and I keep her on the computer screen just to remind me what it's like to be a happy, sleepy kitty, huh? Okay, here's the chart of April 25th, the full lunar, or the partial lunar eclipse. It falls on Saturn, so you can see the Sun and Mars over here opposing Saturn. Not too comfortable, raging against the rules and the laws, huh? Okay, here's the chart of May 9th, which is the solar eclipse. And of course this location is in Hawaii, okay? And what's on the angle? But Jupiter, indicating lots of rain, thunder and lightning here in near the Big Island. But nothing really hazardous. All right, here's a map of the world with the May 10th solar eclipse on it. And the middle line here, the red one, is where it's exact. And you see 100% of it, huh? And so you see that it runs down over through this end of the plate over here, down into Australia. Now here we are right here. And we're going to see 50% is what it tells us of the eclipse. And we're still, this whole zone, not so hot. But if there's an earthquake produced, you can bet it's going to be down in here someplace. Now, complicated. Here's the chart of the May 10th eclipse, and you notice Uranus on the midheaven indicating a public shaking, and here's Pluto on the descendant, which is what scares you. Here's the volcanoes going off, and everybody's panicking, and there's public chaos, and this runs all the way through this area of the world, and tells us, look out, there's stuff going on here. Here's Saturn on the bottom of the chart, and we know we don't like Saturn much right now. This Uranus line does also move up here and runs right through southern Japan. Yeah. So I could do a lot more work on this, but I don't really have time, I think, to do it. Of course, I don't like Saturn much on this eclipse, but I think Uranus is the one to watch over the Earth. And if you're looking for the West Coast problem, which indeed could happen, here is Uranus on the descendant. Eek, an earthquake. And Pluto on the bottom of the chart. The homemade is making me panic, stuff at home. So you can see this is right up here in British Columbia, and it's a ways from us. Okay, here's a little more on that eclipse, May 10th, May 9th, depends where you are. Here it is at 19.5 degrees of Taurus. Just like Nostradamus said, the 20th. He didn't say the 20th day. No. Here's Mercury next to it. Now this is the South Node and Mars. And, the South Node sucks up nurturing. It's very bad luck. We have an eclipse here on the South Node. Wow. Not so good. So here's double trouble, okay? And Mars not doing too well here either, because Mars is conjunct the South Node. So this is a tough chart. Not in Hawaii. In Hawaii, here we are in Kona at 19 degrees. Well, the rising sign is at 19 degrees Virgo, so we're mellowing out through this whole thing. But British Columbia up there and down just north of Australia could be in for some big quakes. By the by, if I remember right, Nostradamus also predicted hailstones as large as goose eggs. And one of those dates on the 20th, or on the 20th degree of Taurus, was the big earthquake in the San Francisco ballpark. And during that time there were hailstones as big as goose eggs in different parts of the U.S. Nostradamus had knowledge of a lot of old astrology that he didn't want to share with anybody. And at that time, heck, if the church had figured out he was using astrology, he would have probably been burnt at the stake. Yeah. We talk spiritual stuff here. Well, you missed these when Mother visited, but these were all early in the morning, huh? And I want to remind you that she's going to be here at really nice times on May 10th. She's going to go by the No Shadow place, 1:03 p.m. if you're in Kona. Yeah, 1:05 if you're in Kahalu, 1:10 if you're in Honolulu, and 1:17 in Lihue. That's May 10th. That's Friday. Okay. On Saturday, the moon will be in the No Shadow place in Kona at 1:51, Kahalu 1:54, Honolulu 1:59, and Lihue 2:05. Okay. And on the 12th, which is Sunday, a good day to be spiritual, goes by Kona 2:40 p.m. You know, and Kahalu 2:43, Honolulu 2:48, Lihue 2:54. You want to meet your mother? Well, set up a little chair, put some flowers in there. Remember your sweet mother. The Dalai Lama said everybody started with unconditional love, and a lot of people forgot. So that's what mother, you know, is all about, isn't it? Just like that cat gives me unconditional love. It's very nice. Now, Father's going to show up here, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that in Kona, it's May 17th. These are all the same times, 12:23, 12:20. And just like Mother, I'd start, 10 minutes early for those times and wait 5-10 minutes after at least. But here in Kona on the 17th of May, Father's directly overhead. Talk to your father. Yeah, it happens in Kahalu on the 24th of May, Honolulu the 26th of May, and Lihue the 31st of May. All about 12:30. A time that you want some real religion? Well, set a chair up, put something of your father's in it, sit down quietly where nobody could hear you, and talk out loud to Father. You should talk out loud to Mother too. Be in a private space, so you can speak out loud and not be embarrassed, huh? So pretty spiritual time. Oops, that's not it. There we are. 10th, 11th, 12th of May for Mother, the 17th, 24th, 26th, 31st for Father. Hey, here's a reminder. It's no longer Pocket Astrologer, legal problems with the name, but I'm collaborating with the author of that program, and it's now Sky Mirror Astrologer. So go to your app store, pick out Sky Mirror Astrologer. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing some very basic stuff for that app, including setting the stage, the houses of the horoscope, the actors, the planets, what they're about, and the relations, the angles between them. These are your basic how to read a chart. And I'm going to get into that in the next few weeks before we start specialty lessons with the Sky Mirror Astrologer. $5, that's all it cost. And you've got sophisticated chart right in your pocket, right on your phone. And I'm going to concentrate on teaching you how to use it over the next few weeks. Sky Mirror Astrologer. First I'm going to do the general stuff, then we'll get to these more specifics again, and I'll go through these, looking for love, looking for money, etc. We're going to have some fun with this, folks. Basic stuff, real basic astrology.